Hi, it's Tanya here. Welcome back to Great is Gorgeous. So today I'm going to give you some tips on how to find a great hairdresser and a salon. Now I know we're in the stay in place order right now, but once that's lifted, everybody's going to go out and get their hair cut. Go get their hair styled, go get their hair done. You may be looking for a new hairdresser. You may be thinking about a new haircut. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to find a great hairdresser if you don't already have one, and how to find a good salon, and some other tips. All right, so here we go. The first thing you want to do is do your homework. You want to go online, type in best salon in my area. You'll get a bunch of salons come up. Some of them have ratings. You can read the reviews. You can check the Yelp responses to some of the salons and hairdressers, and read the Yelp reviews and see which one kind of fits for you. Another thing you can do is, if you know somebody who has a type of haircut that you like, or a color that you like, you can also ask them, who's your hairdresser? Referrals are great. It's a great way to find a good hairdresser. All right, so the next tip is to remember your budget. Consider your budget. How much are you willing to pay for a hair color? How much are you willing to pay for a haircut? There are so many prices available. Each salon is different. Each salon is going to charge differently. Some salons may even give you a better quote if you get the cut and the color done there. So it varies. That being said, when I go to my hairdresser, she varies the price by how much work she has to put into it. For example, if I want to come with clean, dry hair and she just squirts it down with some water and cuts it for me, and I don't want her to style it, and then I leave her salon with my hair wet, then she charges me a different price. So you can opt out of the shampoo and condition, or you can opt out of the styling, or you can opt out of both of those. And though that may give you a reduced rate depending on the salon. Now, some salons don't do that. They just say, well, we cut your hair and it's a part of the haircut price that we shampoo, condition, and style your hair. But other places will can and will work with you on that. And so it's just one, you just have to ask for it. You just have to say, okay, if I come in with clean hair and you just squirt it down and you just cut it for me and you don't style it, how much will that cost me? Or if I want the shampoo, I want to come in and you shampoo and condition and cut, but don't style it, and just I walk out wet, then how much does that cost? And so they some hairdressers will work with you on that, and sometimes it can save you $10, $20. And I like to wear combs when I go get my hair done, in case I don't want her to style it, because a lot of times I like to style it myself, so I don't see the need to pay for the additional charge. So I'll bring combs like this, and she'll cut it, and then I'll put my hair up in combs and walk out with it wet like this, because it doesn't look too bad once it's away and off of my face. Or you can bring a baseball cap, and then I go home and I generally style it. So that's something you can do if you want to. And like I said, not every salon offers that, so you'll have to ask and find out if they do. All right, so another tip that I have for you is the free consultation. A lot of salons will offer you a free consultation, which is awesome. And I never really knew about this. The reason I found out how I found out about it was because when I was growing my hair gray, or starting the journey, I had about a half an inch, and I was considering bleaching my hair out to a really super light platinum blonde, so that when the gray came in, the line of demarcation wasn't so stark between the different colors coming in. So I I was in another town close to mine, and they had a salon there. So I walked in, and she said, "Would you like a free consultation?" I said, "Sure." So I sat down. A hairdresser came out. She went over my hair. She felt my texture. She looked at my hair. She gave me a consult on the whole bleaching thing and the maintenance and the upkeep until my hair grew out. And she let me know what kind of product I used, what kind of protective protectant they use, because when you bleach it, you really damage they were using Olaplex there, which is a product that keeps the hair in good condition while you're bleaching it. And so she gave me all the information, and it was a way to get to know her and to feel comfortable, because you're going to be, when you have a hairdresser, it's a relationship that you're building with them. And I find that it's best to have someone that you feel most comfortable with. That way you can talk to them about anything about your hair and express to them what you really want, what you really like. And it's really important in building that relationship that you see if you get along with them well and feel comfortable with them, because it's really, really important. And also that they listen to you and, hear what you have to say, and then help you decide with the knowledge that they have about hair and so forth. So take advantage of the free consultation, and it'll give you a good first impression about who's going to be cutting your hair and all of that. All right, and here are some great signs or ways to tell if a salon is a good salon. So a good salon will be clean, the people will be friendly, they will help you out the best that they can. They will maybe offer you some coffee or tea, and if they don't offer coffee and tea, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad salon. It just means that this salon, it caters to people, which is a good sign. It shows you that they're willing to go the extra mile for their customer. And also another good indicator of a good salon is if they send their hairdressers out periodically once a year to the hair fairs, where they learn special cutting techniques, where they learn about new products, so they keep up to date on their craft. And that's a good indicator, because it lets you know that they really care about their customer and they want to give their customer the best cut, the best style, so they'll keep coming back, and they really want to please their customers and make them happy. So that's a good sign. And also, if they do finishing touches, and they like in between haircuts, and usually you get your haircut every 4 to 6 weeks. In between haircuts, if your bangs get a little out of control and you want to come in for just like a mini trim, good salon, you can call them up and say, hey, I just got my haircut 3 weeks ago, but my bangs are just kind of hanging. Could you just take a little bit off? Sure, come on in, or we'll schedule you for another time or whatever. They'll work with you. Or if you're getting coloring done and you're blonde and it came out just a little bit too brassy, and you say, it's just a little too brassy, I'd like it a little bit more on the cooler side. Sure, come on in, we'll put a toner on for you, or we'll tone it down just a bit for you. So they'll help you, they'll work with you, they're in good communication with you. A good hairdresser too will always make you feel like you can communicate to them. They won't stop you on things. So if you come in and you say, I want to grow my hair out gray, they're not going to look at you and go, oh, don't do that. You know what I mean? That would be a bad hairdresser. A good hairdresser will say, oh, okay, well, let's see what your texture of your hair is, and they will tell you information that they learned in their schooling to become a hairdresser. Your hair is quite thick, so what you can expect if you go gray is this. You know what I mean? They'll give you the facts and the information, but they're not going to necessarily try to talk you out of anything. They're going to be willing to work with you, because after all, even if you don't go back in for the color, you're probably going to come back for cuts. So it would behoove them to just go ahead and work with you on that. It's for example, when I went to that one hairdresser, she had her own place and she had a wig shop inside. And I think I told you this story again, but I'll repeat it just in case you don't follow me on my channel. And I went in and I was looking at her wigs because I was interested in using those during the transition. And I said, I'm growing my hair out gray. Isn't it pretty? I can't wait till it grows out. And she was, oh, gray hair is going to make you look old. So it was like, okay, that would be one indicator that that hairdresser I'm not going to groove with, because they're already trying to talk me out of something that I've already done months of research on and have decided to do myself, and it's something that I wanted to do. I don't want to be necessarily talked out of it. So a good hairdresser won't talk you out of stuff, but they will work with you and they will give you facts and data that you need to evaluate whether that's the right option for you. And that's what a good hairdresser does. So always pick somebody who you feel you can be in good communication with, that you can bring pictures into, and they can look at them and go, oh yeah, that would look nice on you. However, I will have to tell you that your hair is a little bit finer than this lady here in the picture. So we can do the overall shaping of this bob, but it's not going to look exactly like this. That's what a normal response should be from a good hairdresser. So those are some tips and tricks to picking a good hairdresser and a good salon. I hope that was helpful for you. And as soon as the stay in order place is lifted, then we can all go get our haircuts. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, click subscribe if you'd like more videos like this. Click like if you like the content of this video, and we will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be well.